It's time for the best gridiron show in the Wabash Valley, In the Zone, sponsored by Bolin Transport, Pepsi Max, and Terre Haute Savings Bank. Now your hosts, Rick Semler and Ross Rawling.
Good evening and welcome to In the Zone. You know, Ross, 1 year ago, this was our big rivalry night of the season.
Huge week last year.
Yes, it was, as Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South collided along with Marshall and CASEY-WESTFIELD. This year, though, we have to wait until October, darn it, to see the Warriors and Lions meet.
It's too long.
It is a long way away on the gridiron. And, of course, we have to wait an extra day for the Victory Bell game. We'll preview later in the show the big North-South game set for tomorrow night.
Well, even though we didn't have those two games, we still have some rivalry games taking place tonight in the Wabash Valley. We had Linton versus Sullivan, and then South Vermillion going up to North Vermillion. But we'll start the show with the only team tonight in action from Vigo County. Last week, West Vigo dropped their season opener 36-0 at Evansville Harrison. After the game, head coach Jeff Cobb said the one big thing his team has to find is an identity. Well, tonight the Vikings went looking for that identity. West Vigo was on the road at Greencastle, and it didn't take long for the Tiger Cubs to get with it. Derek Linehan on the carry, nice fierce run up the middle for the touchdown, 7-0 Greencastle. West Vigo on offense, it's Jacob Soliday in the flat to Chase Silcock on the reception. Then he's going back to the flat again. This time the completion goes to Cody Thornton, rumbling ahead. But this game was all Greencastle, and it was Linehan. Here he is again, this time from in close. He runs in for the score. No luck tonight for the Vikings. They lose to Greencastle 54-0. Well, Northview opened conference play tonight with a home game versus Edgewood, and they were pumped up, ready to go, the Knights. On offense in the second quarter, Dallas King with the give to Jesse Miller. He bowls his way through the line into the end zone for the score. Knights up 21-12. More Northview. What a play this is. They take off in the option set. King pitches to Miller. He takes a major hit, but Miller off and running. Look at the big fella weave, Rick, all the way through the Mustang defense. This bruiser can move, I'm telling you. That made it 28-12. The Knights' offensive onslaught continues. Now it's King with a swing pass, rolling out, swings it out to the sideline, and this finish describes the game. Northview punishing into the play, and they would punch it in.
Down, big
it's
fella.
Miller time once again, Rick. What a little contact. Yes, please. What a big kid. Great finish to the run. The Knights putting points up in bunches. They beat Edgewood 63-12.
Rockville certainly kicked off their season in impressive fashion. The Rocks beat Seeger 58-13 last week. The 45-point loss for Seeger was one of their worst defeats in school history. Rockville hit the road tonight. They were at Covington. Rockville QB Clint White throws to Robbie Foster. Like the pass and catch here for a nice game for the Rocks. Second quarter, 13-0 Rockville. Rockville's Clint White tries to throw a TD pass, but it's deflected in midair. Nice defense here by Covington.
Really nice play.
Can't play DB better than that. Rockville's Clint White throws a TD pass to Jordan McFall. That puts the Rocks up 21-0 in the second quarter. Covington QB Bryce Bowling goes to the air. His pass is intercepted by Rockville's Joel Whitmire. That Whitmire kid is a natural athlete, good at multiple sports. Rockville wins 28-6. The Rocks are 2-0 on the season. Vermillion County bragging rights were on the line tonight as South Vermillion hosted North Vermillion. Third quarter, North Vermillion's Dalton McCool to Brayden Woodward. Woodward turns the screen pass into a touchdown. A couple nice blocks and moves there.
Shifty.
Falcons go up 34-0. North V going for two. McCool converts as he trots it into the end zone. Easiest interception Cody Zumwalt has ever had. The North V junior reads the pass. He takes it the other way for 6 for the Falcons. My photographer told me when he got back to the station that North Vermillion quarterback McCool, he's really good. Yes, he is. McCool fires a TD pass to Wade Harrison. North Vermillion wins big, 51-0. The Falcons improve to 2-0 on the season. Now, Ross, we are just getting started on In the Zone.
Well, coming up, we'll have highlights from Sullivan, Union, and North Central. You were at those.
Yes.
And Vincennes Lincoln. We'll be right back.
Hi, we're the CASEY-WESTFIELD cheerleaders, and you're watching the #1 high school football show in the Wabash Valley. In the Zone, we'll be right back.
The In the Zone armchairs are courtesy of Furniture Gallery. You can be an armchair quarterback too. Visit Furniture Gallery and register to win the In the Zone armchairs today. Now back to Rick Semler and Ross Rawling.
Welcome back to In the Zone. As expected, the Linton Miners were dominant in their season opener last week, winning 61-12 over Eastern Green. One of the pleasant surprises from week one was Sullivan. The Golden Arrows, coming off a 3-win season, pounded Indy Arlington 52-22 in their opener. Tonight, the Golden Arrows and Miners renewed their rivalry in Linton. Opening kickoff of the game, Sullivan's Derek Andre with a booming kick. Linton mishandles it. The Golden Arrows' Michael Willis lands on the fumble for the Golden Arrows at the Linton 21-yard line. 3 plays later, the Linton defense back to their own goal line would make a play. Huge interception by the Miners, Corey Kaiser. Linton would march 93 yards for a scoring drive. The final 8 yards come from number 8 on Linton. Kent Hilton walks into the end zone untouched. Miners go up 6-0. The Sullivan defense was awesome tonight in the first half. Miners QB Austin Carazia on the screen. He would love to have that pass back. Sullivan's senior linebacker Thomas Smith with a pick, and he could have ran to Sullivan. No one was in front of him. Smith, the 60-yard pick six. This game was tied at 6 at the half. Huge second half from Linton as the Miners go on to win 27-13. Both North Central and North Davies were looking for 2-0 starts. They met tonight in Farmersburg. First offensive play of the second half for the Cougars. Drew Harkness breaks several tackles. He is gone 45 yards to the house. North Davies takes a 20-7 lead. North Central gets the ball back and they go to work in the air. Zach Lyday, the Cody Basinger, who makes the great over-the-shoulder catch. Basinger races 71 yards on the touchdown reception. T-Birds down just 7. Fourth quarter, Lyday looking like Michael Vick, buying some time with his legs. Then he throws off his back foot to Chase Van Schoik. Touchdown North Central. No idea how Van Schoik caught that ball. Defender all over him. We're tied at 20. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. North Central 4th and 13. They go for it. Lyday to a wide open Van Schoik. That turns out to be a game-winning 31-yard touchdown reception. How about that? 4th and 13, and they get a touchdown. Wow, great game tonight in Farmersburg. North Central rallies from 13 down in the second half to win 26-20. At Union, the Bulldogs hosted the Riverton Park Panthers. Second quarter, Union QB Sterling Lagley with a beautiful fake one-way, freezes the defense, and he goes the other way, firing a 64-yard TD strike, and that puts the Dogs up 22-0. Union going for 2. Nice fake by Langley. He rolls out, finds Drew Shreve wide open in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Union picks up their first win of the season. It's the Dogs 30-0 over the Panthers. Ross.
Looks like you saw some doozies over there, Rick. Vincennes Lincoln put up a strong fight last week to Heritage Hills. They fell to the state powerhouse Patriots. Tonight, the Alices were looking for win number 1 on the season. Looked good early. They hosted Boonville. The Alices off to a good start. This is quarterback Gunnar Hutchison on the keeper, right up the gut to make it 7-0. Hutchison again. This time it's the play fake, and he rolls way out of the pocket, surveys, and there's his man, Devin Lett, open in the end zone to make it 14-0. How about a little Alice trickery? It's Hutchison, gives the Patrick Toole end around to Taylor George. Wait a second, George airs it out. He finds Lett wide open, and Lett takes off with it down the field. The defender catches up with him at the 1 to trip him up, but it's Gunner time again. No gunning this time. He sneaks it on in, the keeper. That made it 21-3 Lincoln, but how about this? Boonville storms back in the second half. They knock off the Alices 27-24 in overtime. For the second week in a row, Washington was on the road. The Hatchets were at Evansville Bosse. Second quarter, the Hatchets are trailing by 6, 3rd down, and Nathan Ramage with a great defensive play to bring down Jalen Pendleton and force the punt. Later in the quarter, same score, and the pitch goes to Trey Parsons. He takes this one right at your camera, folks, in for the score to put Washington on top. Nearing halftime now, the Hatchets trail by a touchdown. Not anymore. Dylan Irvin takes the toss, and he's booking. A 30-yard scamper up the sideline for the touchdown. That tied the ball game at half. The final in that one, Washington falls to Evansville Bosse 21-14. Well, tonight the Illinois high school football regular season kicked off. Coming up, we have highlights from CASEY-Westfield, plus you know we're going to preview tomorrow's big Victory Bell game, so stay with us.
Ten Spirit Award is sponsored by Tempo Furniture.
Welcome back to In the Zone. Over in Illinois, CASEY-WESTFIELD is coming off a Final Four season 1 year ago. Many are expecting another big year from the Warriors. Casey opened the season at home against Red Hill. There's longtime head coach Keith Sinclair. Already up 14-0, the Warriors doing it with some defense. Red Hill threatening, and Colin Carver, a major disruption in the backfield. Running back A.J. Meeks was on his game tonight. Look how tough this run is. On 3rd and 3, Meeks powers through, even loses his helmet to get the first down. Later in the game, the Warriors passing game rolling. It's Heath Husenge going to the air. He connects with Joshua Blome on the deep ball. That drive would end with an interception in the end zone. How about the Warrior defense again? Took them one play to get it right back. Matt McCown on the fumble recovery. And then one play again for the score. It's Husenge in the flat to Carver. Gotta love a guy who makes a highlight reel on both sides of the ball, Rick. That made it 21-0. CASEY-WESTFIELD goes on to beat Red Hill 34-0.
Time now for the Sports 10 Spirit Award. I love this, Ross, here, the body paint on the North Central fans.
Gotta love it. I had some body paint at my game, too. That's dedication. Good stuff.
Also, the Northview fans love the turnout there. Look at the crowd there.
I think they're all the way back to the top there in Northview cruising. That's Greencastle.
Greencastle loving that, loving the purple there in the front row.
That's a tight shot on the Greencastle. Somebody's dressed up like a tiger in there. That's good stuff, too. I like
South
that.
Vermillion fans with their hard hats on. Didn't have a lot to cheer for tonight, but hey, love the spirit there.
Rockville did have a lot to cheer for tonight. That team's really good.
And our smashes, look at that there. Max Shuey, the offensive player, delivering the smash. I had this next one, Thomas Smith of Sullivan. When he hit that player there, everyone went, whoa.
Ooh, look at that.
That's why I didn't play football, those kind of hits. Then you got Ethan Lee of South Vermillion. Look at this. Takes the ball carrier backwards. That's a hit when you take him backwards.
And look how much bigger the carrier is than him. I love the punch he packed on that one.
What a hit there. A lot of good smashes tonight. What a great night we had. Ton of great high school football. Of course, tomorrow is the big game we've been talking about and previewing all week long on Sports 10.
You know what it is. It's Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South. The football game, the 40th anniversary of the Victory Bell game. Now, South leads the all-time Victory Bell series over North 21-19. It's really close. But it's been the Patriots who've won the last 2 games in this rivalry series. The last 2 wins by North over South have been by just a total of 3 points. Both of those close losses definitely fresh on the minds of the Braves players.
Yeah, it definitely fuels the fire. I mean, first off, it was disappointing. Some of the biggest letdowns we've ever had, and just gives us some inspiration and I don't know, energy.
I mean, you can't even put into words how important it is. I mean, everybody says, you know, it's just a game, but winning the bell means everybody. It means so much to everyone.
It's just a game. No, it's not. You got your first taste of it. You were at practices this week. What do you think? You haven't seen the actual game, but what do you think of the environment?
Well, you know what? I was really impressed by North's attitude coming off that loss last week. I mean, Coach was telling me, don't be surprised. I said, Coach, when can I get out to talk to you this week? He said, anytime before dark. They're practicing hard all week long. And South, coming off a win, they haven't had a winning record coming into this game often lately. And, you know, their attitude's good as well. If you try to treat it like just a game, this isn't just another game, and I think moving it on to a Saturday, you're going to see the stadium packed tomorrow.
Should be about 12,000 out there. Should be fun. I can guarantee you one thing. Expect the unexpected. Last 2 ball games decided by a total of 3 points. Can't wait for it. We wish both North and South the best of luck tomorrow night. This game is so special. You see why here coming up. Every year, there's some magical plays. We leave you tonight with what makes the Victory Bell game so special.
Here we go.